In a quiet village surrounded by tall mountains, there lived a young boy named Riyan. The people of the village lived simple lives. They worked in fields, raised animals, and followed the same routine every day. But Riyan was different. While others worked, Riyan drew. He drew on the ground, on walls, on scraps of paper, anywhere he could. Drawing was not just a hobby for him, it was the language of his heart. But in his village, people did not believe in dreams. They believed only in work. One evening, as Riyan was drawing a sunset, his father said to him, "Riyan, drawing will not feed you. One day, you must stop this and work like everyone else." Riyan lowered his eyes. But his mother sat beside him, gently placed her hand on his hair, and whispered, "Let him dream. A heart without a dream does not live." Those words stayed with him forever. Years passed, and Riyan's drawings only became more beautiful. But the villagers continued to laugh at him. They called him foolish. They said he was wasting his life. Still he continued. At 16, with hope shining in his eyes, Riyan traveled to the city to show his artwork. He entered a gallery and presented his drawings. The gallery owner laughed. "This is not art," he said. "This is nothing." The word struck Riyan like a blade. He returned to the village in silence. He sat by the river, staring at the water. His mother came to him and asked softly, "What did they say, my son?" Riyan whispered, "They said I am nothing." His mother held his hands and said, "If they laugh at you today, they will applaud you someday. But only if you do not stop. Promise me you won't stop." And Riyan promised. To survive, he worked in anything he found. He carried heavy boxes at the market. He cleaned shops. He painted house walls. He worked until his hands bled and his feet ached. And every night, exhausted and tired, he sat under the dim light of a candle, and he drew. His drawings were no longer just drawings. They were made of pain, patience, and hope. Years passed. One day, Riyan decided to create one single painting, a painting that held everything inside him. He painted his village, the mountains, the fields, and a small boy drawing on the ground. Above them all, he painted a golden bird, flying free. This bird was his dream. The painting took 7 months to complete. When he finished, he carried it to the city. But this time, he did not go to a gallery. He stood in the city square, placed the painting on an easel, and stood beside it silently. People gathered. They stared. They felt something. A woman began to cry. A man placed his hand on his chest. A child pointed to the golden bird and smiled. The painting spoke where words could not. A famous artist approached Riyan and asked, "Who are you?" And Riyan answered, "Someone who never stopped dreaming." He was invited to exhibit his painting. People applauded him. Newspapers wrote about him. His name spread across the city. But Riyan only thought of one person. He returned to his village, heart full of joy, carrying his award. But he found that his mother had passed away 2 days earlier. Riyan walked to her grave. He placed the award gently beside the stone and whispered, "Mother, the world finally saw me. But you saw me first."